I've been told by a lot of people actually that I need to be doing some sort of music blog because I worry people to death about music constantly. It's what I'm always talking about. I bet most of your friends talk about movies, video games, what have you, and I bet you have some friends that talk about things such as music and video games ad nauseum, and half the time I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but okay. But that's me with music. So people have been telling me that I need to be doing something constructive with it. And I'm not doing anything very constructive currently, except for, going to work. Uh, so consider this an all, probably a very bad inaugural video. I'm probably going to get tongue tied a lot because that's what I tend to do when I try new things like this. But anyways, quick shout out to Cover Killer Nation. He is he is the main music reviewer who kind of gave me the idea to review music, because I feel like he talks about music very eloquently. I feel like we both have very similar views on the significance of music, as well as sharing very, very similar music tastes with him. That's why I originally started watching him, was because he listened to the same kind of left field heavy metal that I tend to listen to. But expect to see any kind, any variety of music on this channel. Uh, I also listen to quite a bit of rap music that Cover Killer Nation doesn't. I realize this, but I do. So expect to see some of that. Mostly metal though. Okay, but we're gonna be talking about the new Oceano singles that came out on January 12th. Or one of the first one. It's called Dead Planet, released through there, and I just watched these. I'm not gonna be doing any research as to the background of these tracks right now. I'm just gonna go right into the fucking review and review these songs that I have heard, that I listened to literally just 5 minutes ago. I'm just gonna review them for the music solely. And I will start by saying that congratulations, Oceano. I am now officially once again a fan, because what first occurred to me, well, first of all, the second song, Dawn of Descent, I watched not on Oceano's channel, so it might or might not be a leak. I don't know. But they're both Oceano songs. I know that much, and I know they're both very good, because what first occurred to me when I listened to the first one, Dawn of Descent, was that I was really taken aback. Taken back, not taken aback, that's incorrect vocabulary. Taken back to Depths. And I remember when I first listened to Depths, maybe a year and a half after it came out, and I was floored, not because it was terribly innovational. There are a lot of deathcore bands out there who do work that is very similar to Oceano's, and they're not doing anything terribly groundbreaking, but it's the delivery. It's rhythmically a powerhouse, and it's haunting at times. But Dawn of Descent or not Dawn of Descent, Dead Planet really took me back to depths, because I feel like Contagion was a decent death metal album. Didn't quite. I felt like it wasn't quite as good of a death metal album as Depths was a deathcore album, because I got more of a death metal vibe from Contagion. But overall, I was not as impressed with Contagion as I was with Depths. But then Incisions came out, and Slow Murder's kind of a fun song. You know, I kind of dug it when I first heard it. Uh, but overall, the album's just a mess of one string tremolo picking and muddied production, and just songs that to me sound like they lack any sort of forethought whatsoever. It just sounds like they're masturbating on detuned guitars, honestly. I was not a fan whatsoever of that album, and I kind of resigned to the fact that the personnel change between those three albums had become somewhat of an issue. It become a rather large issue. It had been devolved from a band that I listened to and re-listened to frequently, uh, to a band that I just completely ignore because the music that they were putting out just wasn't worth my time when I listened to it. But here we go with Ascendance, I think is the name of the album that these are from. And I don't know what their personnel situation right now is. Like I said, I have not bothered to research it as of yet. I literally just listened to the songs. But Dawn of Descent really gave me that depths vibe. Blah. It's not. It didn't floor me. I wasn't floored by Dead Planet, but it was very good as a deathcore song. Then I listened to Dawn of Descent, which was I listened to it not on Oceano's channel. I don't know if they've officially published it. Like I said, that song floored me, and I feel like it took what Depths did with pairing uh, rhythmic powerhouse structure that really has that just severe headbang factor to it, and married with melodic undertones that are really quite haunting, and they place more emphasis on the melodic undertones, and this is a really haunting song. Like I said, rhythmically it's a powerhouse. It's everything I look for when I look for atmospheric technical deathcore slash death metal. It's not not pretentiously complex. It's not pretentiously frantic. It feels like it avoids uh, those traps of technical death metal and death metal respectively. And honestly, I'm really looking forward to whatever album that they're gonna come up with next, or come out with next. Obviously, at least some of the material's already written. I don't know what the release date is. It might be very soon. It might be later in the year. I don't know. I will research that momentarily when I finish this video. But musically, I give. I'm gonna have to give Dead Planet a solid score of 6 out of 10 as a song, because while it didn't floor me, it was very, very solid. And but as for Dawn of Descent, I'm gonna give that a really, really respectable 8. because I was banging my head the whole time. It was such a pleasurable experience. And when you listen, if you can listen to a song and afterwards you can say that it was honestly one of the more pleasurable experiences you've had all day, I feel like that's as good as it gets. So 8 out of 10. That's very, very, very good. In case that didn't come across, we'll see what the rest of the album sounds like. I'm excited. Check it out. Oceano, Dead Planet, and Dawn of Descent. New singles. Bye.